What are we to make of such shared sorrow? How does this emotional response inform our understanding of who we are? Beneath the turning leaves of Windsor's Long Walk, Her late Majesty's coffin passed to the place she called home and where she was laid to rest. A reign at its end, the culmination of 10 days of collective grief. So as the public gaze finally yields, how shall we reflect on this long procession of mourning?
Earlier on, the music got me, some of the tunes, and now I just feel a blubbering wreck, but I suppose it's good to let it out.
Emotional, difficult. I must say I had a lump in my throat. I can quite happily say that I did feel very emotional about it, and it was hard.
I think it's quite special that we still have this as a country. The pomp and ceremony is something really special that we have here in the UK, and I think it's something, that we should continue to have something quite special.
It doesn't happen anywhere else, does it? We're so lucky.
This was the grandest occasion Britain could stage. From Westminster Hall, pulled by Royal Navy sailors, just a short distance across Parliament Square. And a reminder, here is a family's grief in full public glare. The crisp morning light of Westminster Abbey fell on a congregation of global leaders and generations of royals. The eyes of the world watched a solemn service of thanksgiving in high praise and rousing hymns. Then the slow march resumed. Down Whitehall with military precision and remembrance.
She was our boss. I was really proud to serve for her, and she was everything we did. It was HMS, Her Majesty's ship, everything. She was just brilliant, a true leader.
I always looked up to her, but it's when I met her that I realised what kind of a lady she was, and to me it was family, knowing that she really did care for her, for her people and her country.
They filled the length of the Mall and further, knowing the bedrock of so much for so long has gone. And now we, the new Elizabethans, will take our place in history's endless procession. By the time she reached Windsor, thousands were waiting to pay homage, as were these two, Mick and Sandy.
Of course, this is first and foremost about sadness, respect, and giving thanks for the Queen herself and her life of service. But then there's so much more going on here because it's raised so many deeper emotions in so many different people. And whether you support the monarchy or you don't, this is undoubtedly a significant moment in our civic life.
I think it's hugely important. I mean, how often do you get to see history unfolding in front of your eyes? And such an incredible role model as well. I know for a long time he'll talk about it, and I hope when he's older he'll be able to talk about the Queen to his children too.
I didn't expect this amount of people to be here, and it reminds me, I lost my mum about 3 years ago, and it brings back the memory of that, and then everybody coming together.
And uniting in friendships forged in this time of queues and crowds.
I think it's an absolute moment in history. I think it's pivotal. I don't think we'll ever see the like of this again. She was very, very special queen, human mother, grandmother. And it felt appropriate to be here to pay respects.
The way it's seamlessly run, all of the events, how the sort of royal family have managed the last few days. So professional, and really feel for them. It must have been so difficult, but it makes me proud to be British.
In St George's Chapel, the last rites of monarchy were performed in ancient ceremony. there are now new passages in the story of this kingdom. But in leaving Elizabeth II finally to her family, we're gently closing an entire volume of our rich and treasured history. Dan Johnson, BBC News, Windsor.